leadoff spot at shortstop, number 5, Randall LaRue. At third base, number 3, Corey Morrow. In right field, number 28, Ethan Hannon. In the cleanup spot, in center field, number 9, J.D. Williams. Your designated hitter, number 24, Justin Interrosano. At first base, number 22, Noah Roberts. In left field, number 19, Chris Robinson. Your catcher, number 35, Evan Ash. At second base, number 98, Kyle Bush. And your starting pitcher for the Royals tonight, number 12, Sandy Baez.
Hello and welcome to another beautiful Saturday night for Guelph Royals baseball. We'll read out your lineups for you and then we'll give you a little breakdown of the game coming up. For Guelph, you have batting first Brando LaRue at shortstop, batting second Corey Moreau, third base, batting third Ethan Hammond in right field, batting fourth J.D. Williams in center, batting fifth Justin Intersano at designated hitter, batting sixth Noah Roberts at first base, batting seventh Chris Robinson at left field, batting eighth Evan Ash at catcher, and batting ninth Kyle Cush at second base. The starting pitcher for your Guelph Royals this evening, pitcher Sandy Baez. Now for the Cardinals, as they're going to be coming out to bat here, the leadoff batter is Brian Rivera, shortstop. Second batter is Clayton Keys, center fielder. Up third is Tyler Duncan, right fielder, followed by Luis Bernardo at catcher. Batting fifth is Josh Niles at first. Batting sixth is Dennis DeBanning at designated hitter. Batting seventh is Lane Renaud at third base. Batting eighth is Connor Bowie at left field. And batting ninth is Charlie Towers at second. The pitcher for the Cardinals lineup is pitcher Logan Walters. Evan, how are we feeling today on this beautiful night?
Well, I'll tell you right now, I'm feeling better than I was on Tuesday night when we were here and it poured rain. Obviously, that game was cut short. And hopefully tonight we get the full experience, the full 9 innings, and I think we're set to do that here, the sunny all day, and I think it's going to be tonight as well.
Well, we've had some beautiful Saturdays here, and most of the Saturday games have been pretty exciting. I've luckily had the chance to do the play-by-play for Saturday nights, and I've gotten a full 9 innings, even extra innings one time. As Brian Rivera is now up, Sandy Baez with the first pitch of the game is watch for a ball inside. Evan, how are we feeling about Sandy Baez today?
Well, hopefully good. Obviously the Royals strung together a few wins here after having that dreadful losing streak.
Swung on and chopped to short. Shortstop throws over to first, and they'll get him out. 2 pitches is all it takes to record the first out of the game.
And a good start there from Baez, and as I was saying, yeah, they just got over that losing streak, and obviously they want to get back on track after dropping 1 to the Maple Leafs. Looking to get back in the win column, so that's definitely a good start.
Yeah, Clayton Keys now stepping up into the box. The right-handed hitter set to face Sandy Baez. Something we've seen before in Sandy Baez starts is he's been excellent in these first innings, keeping his pitch count low as he now gets set with the pitch. As that's pumped down low for a opening ball again, setting up a 1-0 count. Sandy Baez getting his grip back and trying to settle in here for the top of the first inning. No shift as the wind seems to be blowing out to right field. As the umpire is making a move is Rosenbag. Clayton Keys now right for the pitch. Swung on and hit to short too. Hard grounder. Bounces right in front of shortstop Brando LaRue, and they'll go in for an infield single.
And that one was probably a bit of a tougher play. As you can see where LaRue's standing right now, he's right in that sunlight. And obviously the batter's box right now in the shade, probably harder to come out like that, and it's just not an easy play to make.
Yeah, especially when it's hit that hard and takes a rough bounce on the lip of the grass out there.
Yeah, and LaRue's getting a lot of work early here. Both of the balls now hit to him, so.
Yeah, both on the 1-0 as well. Sandy Baez now with the first pitch of the at-bat is swung on for a strike one to open up. That's huge for Sandy Baez now, getting ahead in the count. This is Tyler Duncan, the right fielder. Keys takes his lead at first. Baez gets set with the delivery. Swung on again and missed. Evan Ash threatens the throw over to first, looking for that back pick as Keys is taking a big secondary lead at first. Count's now 0-2. Exactly where Baez wants to be. As Duncan, the lefty, is getting set in the box. Baez set to deliver. Han's watched outside this time. Didn't see a swing here. You seeing a lot of aggression from the Cardinals hitters.
Yeah, certainly, and obviously they've been jumping on the right pitches, and they've got one on right now, and if anything, I think for both sides of the offense, it'd be good to get balls in play with the sun all around the infield. And the outfield, I can see J.D. Williams with his glove towards the sun, just to even see.
That one's back picked over to first, but he'll go and advance to second on the steal attempt. They had him hung out to dry, and instead of throwing to two and securing the play, they decide to try to back pick, and it does not work out for the Guelph Royals. Clayton Keys advances to second now with 2-2 count and 1 out in the inning. Yeah, looking at the outfield here, the only place that really has shade is that right field where
Hammond's out there tonight, and he's probably enjoying his time out there now. Look, see the left fielder, Robinson, and also Williams. Just trying to see the ball right now.
Yeah, both shielding from the sun, as you were saying, as the pitch comes in. And again, watched outside for a full count now. Duncan really giving Baez the battle here. As Baez goes to grip with his hand again. Full count, I expect to see a strike from Baez. As he receives the call and gets into his delivery. Someone requested time there, wasn't sure if it's the batter or Baez himself, but we're waiting now again. Getting our signs and set for the full count pitch. Baez now with the 3-2 pitch in there, and it's down for a ball as Duncan will advance to first safely, setting up runners on first and second with only 1 out.
And after Baez getting that first out on just 2 pitches, now he's working that pitch count with 2 on now.
Catcher number 14, Luis Bernardo.
Yeah, long at bat there. Full 6 pitches, excuse me.
Duncan wasn't going down easy that time. Patience definitely paid off there with a walk. Now runners on first and second. At least the double play is intact, I'd say.
Yeah, he's swinging on a lot of outside pitches there. So the runners are both going as that's popped up behind the catcher. It's coming back to the right as he catches that. And if someone was catching first, they might have even had a double play ready. But the first baseman, Noah Roberts, was creeping in to help make that play. They for sure grab the out there as catcher Evan Ash makes the easy pop-up catch.
And I got to say, that's a big second out, Curtis, because had that not been a catch, obviously, or even if that ball was just in play or taken as a pitch, both runners were looking to advance to second and third, have 2 in scoring position with only 1 away there. So huge second out there for the Royals.
Yeah, Hamilton with the double steal on that play there. Really seeing some aggressive play with 1 out. Now 2 in the top of the first inning still. As that's pumped in there for a strike 1, going ahead in the count again is Sandy Baez. Baez looking to get out of this inning. Recording 1 quick out and then allowing 2 base runners. Not exactly what he was hoping for as he got set with the second pitch of the at-bat. Swung on and hit hard to left, but it's going to be popped up as the left fielder, Chris Robinson, comes back, almost loses it in the sun, but eventually makes the grab for the final out of the inning.
Yeah, I was just about to say, We were talking about how difficult it is to see the ball in the sun, and that shows you right there. I don't know if you could see it on the camera or not, but Robinson originally came forward there thinking it was a short pop-up and had to quickly run back to make that play and make it a little bit more difficult, which is a traditional, pop fly.
Yeah, so. Really didn't have the carry to it. You could see him immediately struggle with it. Coming in, just as you were saying, and we'll see how the sun affects the Hamilton fielders. How the sunglass play comes out here as Logan Walters will start warming up here. The right-hander will be starting the game.
And you know what? Good for Baez there in the Royals to get out of that quick jam early. Obviously, they had the quick first out, and then 2 guys on base, and a near double stolen base that time, and they managed to get out of it without any damage taken. And now they get to head to the offense to look to take advantage of the sunshine.
Yeah, luckily going into it with no runs allowed in a scary situation, especially allowing someone in scoring position with no outs. Think about how easily they could have had that out if they just, threw the second or backpicked in time there. Some sneaky base running by Hamilton. We'll see how Guelph responds and if they are just as aggressive. You gotta think coming off was that loss in our last game. They're gonna really want to answer back.
And Walters, he's started in his 4 games, so this is his 5th of the season in 21 innings pitched, and obviously he's going to look to have a clean performance here as Hamilton stays in the win column. They're 7-5 on the season with the Royals at 4-8. The Royals looking to take advantage of the home field as they did a lot last year, as we all know, and definitely want to do that today against Walters. It was 4.71 ERA so far throughout the season. A good chance to maybe cash in some runs early.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to the Guelph lineup.
Here we go, whole half of the first.
We got a leadoff hitter.
Your shortstop, number 5, Brando LaRue,
the shortstop, batting leadoff. Some quick stats for him as I pull up 3 players that are the keys to this game for Guelph. Brando LaRue being one of them, batting .377 with 11 RBIs and 20 hits this season. He's really been a key player for this Guelph Royals lineup.
Yeah, not even just offensively, but defensively as well, as we've seen even in the first inning there. And he's been phenomenal all season long, so I like that pick.
Yeah, this middle infield, especially for the Guelph Royals, is super important with Corey Morrow manning second. Third base today, as that one's popped up behind the catcher and first baseman, coming way back and going into the stands.
And almost hits the fans on the bleachers to the right there.
Yeah, that one lands in the stands. Sorry about any technical difficulties happening with the stream here. Of course, as you all know, we're out at a ballpark, so conditions aren't exactly the best always. We'll hope that evens out throughout the broadcast. We are with a new 3-cam setup today. Not sure how much you guys have gotten to see that, but it is in play as that one is swung on and fouled straight back again. 1-2 count now for the leadoff batter, Brando LaRue. The 1-2 pitch now as Logan Walters is getting set. That one is swung on and fouled back up. That's a base hit right up the middle and knocked, almost hitting Logan Walters right in his heel.
Well, you got to say that's a good start. The best start you could probably want from your leadoff man is to get on base. And LaRue, as you said, batting a staggering .377 here in the IBL. Increases and obviously another base hit.
Of course, all these stats will be pre-today. Yeah, as you're saying, I mean, that's exactly what you're looking for. He squares it up perfectly, almost hitting it exactly up the middle. Setting up Corey Morrow, the third baseman today. That one is swung on and fouled hard to the third base side. Yeah, as we're talking about a usual second baseman, Corey Morrow, he's a really, really consistent player for this lineup, both on the bat and in the outfield, or infield, excuse me. As Logan Walters gets set now with the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and hit just over the shortstop's head. That's a second single now, putting runners on first and second with no outs. Guelph Royals really being aggressive here.
And as we were talking about earlier, saying to get on Walters early, and that's exactly what they've done thus far here with 2 base hits. And I mean, a great start here with a few good hitters coming up the bat behind them. Hannon followed by J.D. Williams. Certainly a good position here if you're the Royals.
Yes, it's exactly what you want to see, especially after seeing how aggressive Hamilton was and blanking them in the top half. You get 2 runners on just like they had, but instead with no outs. Ethan Hammond, another one of my 3 players of the game to look out for. Him batting at a .333 average with a home run on the year and 11 RBI. The lefty now getting set. He will take the first pitch for a ball outside. Ethan Hammond, definitely a dangerous hitter for this situation. Usually a pull guy, so we'll see if he hits it with a shade over in right field.
Oh yeah, he loves that right field side. You've yet to see a ball hit that direction here tonight from the Royals, so one up the middle and one to the left, so I think one to the right would be just fine.
Yeah, every ball as well for the Hamilton side going up the left too, so wind going out to the right has not been a factor so far, as Walters with a 2-0 count gets set with the pitch. As that one is watched outside for a strike, the first strike of the at-bat. As you know, in David E. Asting Stadium, that outside is pitcher's paradise. They love painting that outside edge.
That was certainly a close pitch. I think Hammond even maybe wanted that one to be called the ball, but still up 2-1 here.
Hammond shows bunt and pulls it back on what he thought was an outside pitch, and it's as well called a strike for a 2-2 count.
Very similar pitch to that third pitch there. That was also eventually called a strike. Hammond certainly not happy after that.
Yeah, dangerous hitter. He wants both of those back, especially. We see a bit of aggression, though, with showing a bunt and laying it down, putting runners in even better positions. But instead, we're at a 2-2 count. So that one is watched inside for a full count now. Both pitchers so far are working pretty full counts.
Hammond with a good opportunity here to potentially do some damage or even get on base with no outs.
Shortstop Deke's pickoff move as that's watched down low for a 4th ball.
Your center fielder, number 9, J.D. Williams.
J.D. Williams now coming up.
Yeah, and Williams, who's batting .396, again, another player who, I mean, in this situation, I don't know if I'd want anyone else other than Williams, and after that you have the DH and Terrasano up next, so Williams, always a dangerous hitter.
That's watch for a ball as it just finds the outside edge. That looked really close. You're exactly right, Williams, the exact batter you want in this situation. That's taken outside for a second ball now. As you were saying, batting .396 is the most home runs of any hitter on this Guelph Royals team with 2, as well as 10 RBI, tied for second place. As that one swung on and hit hard on the first base line, but very foul.
Yeah, and if you're Walters, I mean, you obviously are at a tough point in the batting rotation, but with the bases loaded, you really don't have any other option, and it's going to be tough in the next couple of batters here for sure. He seems to be a little bit flustered right now.
Swung on and missed outside. J.D. Williams really wanted that. That's exactly what Walters is looking for, is he hope that J.D. doesn't barrel one up. He did barrel up that foul ball, he just didn't have the timing quite right on it.
Yeah, and that's the second outside pitch he swung on in a row.
Nice.
See, he went right back to it again.
Yeah, outside for pretty much all 5 pitches here. Works a full count. Another full count, actually. J.D. Williams now hoping to get some knocks in, but I'm sure he's not afraid of walking in a run here. As Walters now throws the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled back. Williams working a really good battle here with no outs yet in this inning.
Yeah, and I was talking about Bias's pitch count, but I think now the focus definitely shifts to Walters, as, I mean, this has been trouble for him in the bottom of the first.
Rivers now with the 3-2 pitch. It's in there. It's swung on and popped up straight back, and it's going to land either over our heads or even behind us. J.D. Williams really wants this ball right now.
Good on him to stay alive. And again, this was what we were saying before. Williams is an exact guy you want to have in this position. He's not one that goes down early, and when he gets a pitch he likes, he typically puts it in play.
No, absolutely right, Evan. J.D. Williams now with full count again, fouled off a few pitches, swung on and popped up behind us again. Catcher coming back on it, but that's in the stands.
Yep, another foul tip from Williams. He's just making contact at this point to stay alive, and good on him. Good chance here again with the count remaining at 3-2 for him to do some damage potentially here.
Getting a refill on balls.